Great.
Well, in the shop, all right, I got myself a UMX Waco. Very cool, cute, and incredibly capable little plane. If you enjoy flying your UMX Turbo Timber or any of those, the capabilities of flying fast and or slow, just puttering around, is amazing. This is the new 3S system. There's a million reviews on this plane. I'm not going to go through a review. I'm going to talk a little bit about some of the things I did to the plane, because when I got it out of the box, it didn't fly like I wanted. It wasn't, it needed a little something. Not a big deal. Quickly took care of that. The other thing I'll go over briefly is, of course I'm going to fly around and talk and do what I do, but I dropped it and I broke something. And so I'm going to go through what I did to fix it. Also, there was a little, thing that needed to be repaired. I'm going to go through a couple things that I found on the plane. Not a big deal. Takes no time at all to fix. Anyway, I hope you stick around. Like, subscribe, all the cool stuff. I appreciate it. It helps me out. Thanks. Pilot. I'm just going to kind of fly around and show her off, do some of the maneuvers. I'm not a Michael Klein or a Adam, a model aviator. I can't ring it out like those guys can. But from just a regular guy's perspective, great flying plane. It'll do all the maneuvers you ever wanted to do. Here I show off a few things that I like to do when I'm typically flying. Enjoy. Great little plane. So she will fly pretty slow. I did have to add a little weight in her nose. She was tail heavy with the recommended battery. I just couldn't get her to fly inverted without climbing a lot. So a couple other things that kind of led me to that. My friend Earl got one, had to do the same thing. It was just a little tail heavy, not a big deal. A little bit of weight to the nose. Might look at seeing if I can get a slightly heavier battery instead, have longer flight times. So just to reiterate, adding that 1/8 of lead to the front, and again, double stick tape, shove it on the foam, make sure it's on there, maybe add a dab of either foam to foam or Uhupor or foam tack or something to keep it down. Earl had to add 1/4 of an ounce for his, but it's just a personal preference. Some people are flying these things, it's not a big deal. Others need a little bit more nose weight depending on how they fly. I mean, totally different. 1/8 of an ounce made all the difference. Now I can fly inverted with just a little forward pressure the way I like it. I mean, all in all, it just looks fantastic. Very responsive. Plenty of power. Mind you, we're flying in really miserable, cold, below freezing kind of weather here. And she's quite zippy if you want her to be. Plenty of battery. It's amazing what they can put into a little package like this. All the telemetry, everything that you need is built into it. Yeah. Only thing that would make it even cooler are lights. But I'm okay with it. If you have a bombed out, busted up UMX timber, you could probably reroute some lights on it. That'd be kind of a fun project. Great plane. Highly recommend getting one of these little UMX guys. It's just a great plane to be able to take to any field and fly close quarters, indoors, whatever you want. Okay, like I mentioned, I'm an idiot. I dropped it on its tail. Didn't notice that there was a problem until started inspecting it slightly, and noticed that right where there's a carbon fiber, that thin carbon fiber cord, almost, it's like a 0.5 millimeter or whatever, attaches to a plastic piece which attaches to the horizontal stabilizer. That ripped out. Didn't notice it, so glued that back in. The other thing was one of the struts on the wing, it had pulled out. I don't know if it was from the damage of a crash or what, but it was loose. It wasn't in there all the way. So just took a little bit of glue. Okay, real quick, glue. Do not use E6000. Do not use some of those. Don't use welders. Goop. Only use, at least in my mind, foam to foam, foam tack, or Yoo-Hoo Pour. The other stuff will eat through this plane like nobody's business. So anyway, as you can see, I glued those together, parts together, use a little creative clamping as always to make sure that strut stayed in that wing and everything was right with the world. Anyway, hope you enjoyed the video. Have a great day. Thanks.